I'm Eros most welcome to 23. You joining me for Perfect Match, Chapter 8, Star-Crossed. The sound of glass breaking, you and Sloane rush over to find Hayden lying unconscious on the floor. Hayden! Shards from the broken sangria glasses splay around Hayden. You kneel down and shake her, but she just won't wake up. No. Dipper whines sadly and licks Hayden's hand in an attempt to wake her up. You fumble for your cell phone and struggle to unlock it. Come on, come on. Here, let me. Sloane calls a number on her phone. Hello, we have an emergency. You cradle Hayden in your arms. Stay with me. We'll get through this together, I promise. Hayden's eyelids flutter slightly. John. Hayden touches your face gently, then her arm drops and her eyes close once more. Soon sirens ring out down the street. EMTs and paramedics load Hayden onto a stretcher and into the ambulance as lights flash around you. You watch as they close the doors and the ambulance speeds away. They said we can meet them at the hospital. Let's go. At the hospital, you head straight to the receptionist. Hi, we're looking for Hayden Young. One moment, please. Types away on her computer. She's been admitted to the emergency room. Her condition has stabilized, but she needs rest. Only family members may visit at this time. I understand. When can we see her? We'll call you as soon as Hayden accepts visitors. I have Sloane Washington listed here as her emergency contact. Yes, that's me. Come on, John. You and Sloane step away from the desk. I just want to know what's going on. One of the paramedics said Hayden had symptoms of post-concussion syndrome. People are more prone to getting a stroke or blood clot after severe head trauma, like that car accident. Sloane takes one look at your horrified face. Sorry, that was supposed to be my comforting voice, but I can see how that's not comforting. We'll have more data tomorrow. We can check in on her then. At least we tried to see her. As you walk along the river, you notice Sloane fidgeting with her hands. Well, that's the last time I ever throw a party. Are you alright? Yes, I'm just worried. I feel the same way people must have felt watching Friendship 7 re-enter Earth's atmosphere with a loose heat shield. Right, I'm sure. I should have made her go to the doctor sooner. She kept complaining about headaches after the crash. Sloane, this isn't your fault. So, you and Hayden are really close friends, huh? You could say we're bosom buddies. I don't think anyone would say that. Yes, I regretted my word choice immediately. Hayden is my biggest support system and one of my few friends. Though I'm probably not supposed to admit that. Sloane pauses by the railing, looking out over the water. For what it's worth, I'm glad Hayden has someone like you. You seem to care about her a lot, and I know she cares about you. Oh, almost forgot. What is it? Tonight's when Hayden and I usually go to my favorite planetarium for their weekly late-night event. Hayden really wanted to take you there after the party. It's our routine, and it always calms me down when I'm worried about something or need to escape. But now Hayden can't make it. What's the planetarium like? Oh, it's beautiful. It has the most amazing projections of constellations. I think you'd love it. I mean, you could come with me? Only if you want to, of course. I guess I'm just not used to going to the planetarium alone. Huh. Get to know Sloane at the planetarium. I mean, I love star constellations, so let's do it. Let's do it. Really? You'll go? That's great! Sloan clears her throat. I mean, that's great. Let's go to the place. Yes, follow me. In the planetarium, you and Sloan recline back in the comfortable seats. Breath catches in your throat. I love the stars. Part of me hopes that when you die, science has proven that your body weighs less all of a sudden when you die, when you officially die. I kind of hope that your energy goes back out into the stars and whatnot. I hope that. What a view. Tonight they're going to show projections of the universe from past, present, and future. From the Big Bang all the way to the predicted endings like the Big Rip and the Big Crush and the Big Freeze. Those last two sound like delicious desserts. Might not be such a bad way to go. It actually describes dark energy, pulling the universe apart at the seams. But yes, it also sounds like a dessert. Maybe some sort of taffy? What's a dessert you pull? Okay, remind me not to make jokes about the end of the world around you. You watch as the projection animates the shifting cosmos of the past. You know, I've always wished I could time travel. I'd get answers to so many questions. What about you, John? Are you curious about the past or future at all? If I had a time travel machine, Depends. Am I able to go back in time and tell myself to do certain things differently? Because I would. Go back in time. There's so much history I want to relive and see for myself. I always thought that visiting the future would be more interesting. But you're right, there's something in the past as well. I'd love to go back in time and pick Isaac Newton's brain. Like for ideas? No, literally. I'd swap his DNA, bring it to the present, create a Newton clone, spread some of his genius around. Okay. Man, here I thought picking brain was a figure of speech. That was a joke. Did I not do that correctly? I appreciate the effort. So, how did you first get into tech anyway? I built my first computer with spare parts when I was a kid. My mom always encouraged me when it came to technology and science. That's great that your mom was such a big support. She introduced me to all the childhood heroes like Stephen Hawking, Alan Turing, Blair Hall. Once, when I was 16, I wanted to see this tech entrepreneur speak. I printed a fake college ID and snuck in just so I could see her. Wait, you printed a fake ID for them? People usually do that for, drinking, partying, living on the wild side. There's nothing more wild than a good fireside chat. Anyways, I pursued science and mathematics through college and internships, and that's how I ended up in NASA. More or less. No big deal or anything. Actually, it was very difficult. I stayed up all night practicing brain teasers for the interview. I was just poking fun at you. Oh, I'll catch up on that. I promise. I love my job. The only downside is that I work long hours and tutor on the side, so it's hard to make new friends. Those eyes widen in embarrassment. And find dates. Have you ever thought about using Eros? It's supposed to have the perfect equation for finding love and whatnot. Me? No. I've been really busy. Besides, the matchmaking process sounds nerve-wracking. I think you should give the quiz a shot. You're right, dating is less important. You should have no trouble finding someone on your own. I believe there's someone for everybody. Unless you're me. Intelligent, kind, and cute. You're a catch, Sloan. Sloan's face turns red. Oh, same. I mean, you are too. I mean, thanks. I'll admit, dating services and the blend of the subject of unpredictability of emotion with the logic of science is fascinating. But it's complicated. In the past, my partners always got intimidated by my ambition, and I'd prioritize my job over them. It's never worked out. Well, Sloan, those people are missing out. You're awesome, and if they were awesome too, they wouldn't feel threatened. You'll find someone amazing who can keep up. You'll be bosses together and take over the world, power couple style. I appreciate that, John. If Hayden were here, I think she'd say the same thing. Speaking of Hayden, how did you two meet? I had a spot open in my apartment and needed a roommate. I had nightmares for days about rooming with a stranger, but I didn't think anyone who was looking. I got lucky when I found Hayden. I've never been stellar with people, but with Hayden, it was different. How so? I'm from Queens, so I showed her around the city, taught her how to take the subway, hail cabs, that kind of thing. In return, it was comforting to be around a friend who appreciated the quiet. I felt like I was in a safe space where I could be myself. Sounds like you two were destined to meet. Something like that. When we went to the planetarium, Hayden would always joke about hijacking a spaceship and wandering around like space pirates. She'd make scientifically inaccurate jokes about hyperspace. You look back up at the ceiling and watch a new constellation form. That's Orion. That's my favorite. Orion was a talented hunter, but he was too boastful. The other gods sent a powerful scorpion to defeat him, so Orion escaped into the sea. God fooled Artemis into shooting an object in the sea, claiming it was a horrible villain. What happened next? When Artemis swam out to retrieve her victim, she discovered that it was her friend, Orion. The gods wouldn't bring Orion back to life, so instead, Artemis put Orion's picture in the sky so that she could always remember him. Sloane wrings her hands together nervously. I'm not good at making friends, but I made a friend in Hayden, and no one was more surprised than me. I don't know how to act in front of people, but somehow, that doesn't matter with Hayden. Oh, Sloane. Losing her scares me, John. I don't want to be who I was before I met her. Sloane starts to cry quietly, her shoulders shuddering. I kind of feel Sloane. I have no real-life friends. I only have online friends, which are a bit different. I don't know how to approach people, and I also don't know how to make friends, and my life is already difficult as it is, so I know how Sloane is. Yeah. Life is complicated as it is. Boy, is it ever. Like Sloane. Come here. Wrap Sloane in a comforting embrace. She lets her head rest on your shoulder as she cries. I'm here for you, Sloane. I care a lot about Hayden, too. You don't have to go through this alone. Eventually, Sloane pulls away. Thanks, John. She wipes away her tears, embarrassed, and you both turn your attention back to the stars above. You know, I'm glad you came to the planetarium with me. Maybe I've made another good friend. You may be onto something. You sit together watching the cosmos, feeling small in comparison. You forget all your worries for a while. The next evening, you and Nadia walk at a brisk pace towards the hospital. Nadia holds a cheerful bouquet of flowers in her arms. I can't believe the news. Terrible things keep happening, and I have to do something. Nadia brandishes the bouquet in frustration, almost hitting a random passerby. Grab hold of it. Hey, careful with the flowers. Those are for Hayden. Sorry. I feel you, but let's just see if they're letting her have visitors now. You enter the waiting room to see a familiar face talking to the receptionist. The bracelet's great. Where'd you get it? Oh, on vacation in San Juan. Oh, no kidding. The sea glass design is impeccable. My aunt actually owns a jewelry store there. I can refer you to her. I'm sure she'd find something special for you. Damien? What's he doing here? Last I checked, he's your best friend. Out of sight from the receptionist, you signal Damien and regroup in the neighboring hallway. Perfect timing. I'm trying to see Hayden, but this receptionist is a tough one to crack. She's not letting anyone through. For now. You're here to check in on Hayden. You're finally warming up to her, huh? All this for me? Finally warming up to her? Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, John. I said I would get to the bottom of this. Keeping tabs on Eros clients happens to fall under that umbrella. Sure, Damien. Keep telling yourself that. So what's the deal, D? Did you get any info? Yeah, the receptionist actually slipped what room Hayden's staying in. Neurology 136, just through that door. We just gotta distract her and have her badge for keycard access. I don't know about you, John, but I'm not waiting around for them to finally let us in. Yeah, for once I agree with Damien. I want to see firsthand that Hayden's really okay. Exactly. Wait, for once? We have to play it smart, though. Any thoughts? Yeah, you keep complimenting the receptionist while I swipe the badge. Stroking someone's ego is almost always lowers their guard. Easy. People can smell false flattery from miles away, D. I've had people compliment my art when all they really wanted to do was have a spot in the gallery. We gotta cause a scene. Something loud, dramatic, flashy. If you can handle that, John, I can steal the badge. I'm gonna go with flatter the receptionist. Sorry, Naughty. I'm gonna go with the, I'm gonna have to trust the PI on this one. Walk up to the counter. Oh, hello again. How may I help you? I just wanted to say that you, juggle multiple phone calls really well. You make multitasking look easy. Oh, thanks. I just had a couple doctors and patients on the line. That's great. Honestly, facilitating better communication between medical professionals and families is so important. Thank you. I agree. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Damien swipe the badge from the edge of her desk. Well, have a wonderful day. You too. Meet up with Damien and Naughty as the other guests take the receptionist's attention. And that's how it's done. Come on, while she's not looking this way. You swipe the badge and sneak through the door. You walk down the hallway, looking for a room marked the number 136. Should be down here. Rush inside the hospital room to find an empty bed. Wait, where's Hayden? Maybe they took her away to check her vitals? Search around for any belongings, but the room appears untouched. I swear this is the room the receptionist said. Let's split up and check the other rooms. Quickly scour a few nearby rooms and meet back up in room 136. I didn't see her. We should probably hurt. Receptionist arrives with 2 security guards flanking her. What are you doing? You can't be back here! We got lost searching for the cafeteria. That's outside in the adjoining building. Security can take you there. Wait, where's Hayden Young? Yeah, we know she's here. Hayden Young has been transferred to another unit. We cannot disclose her confidential information. Now, if you'll kindly leave, you're disturbing the other patients. What other patients? Security escorts you outside. As they depart, you glance down at the bouquet of pink flowers. Can't believe this. Something is definitely up. An admin telling us off makes a scene, but security popped up out of nowhere as though they were prepared. You don't really think Hayden is gone, do you, John? Not yet. We'll find out whatever they're hiding. They probably did transfer. Let's check tomorrow. I don't know what to think. It feels like so many things are out of control. All this on top of what's happening with Steve. Exactly. 2 disappearances is a pattern. I'm gonna go home and work on my evidence board, and maybe paint on my new canvas while wearing my avocado face mask. For catharsis. Nadia places a hand on your shoulder and gives it a squeeze. Stay strong, John. You too. Nadia disappears down the subway steps, and you turn to Damien. What do you think we should do? Well, I'll look into what leads we have, and we can meet up tomorrow. There are a lot of loose ends to tie up. In the meantime, though, there's no use worrying yourself sick. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I just hope she's safe. Damien takes one look at your despondent face. Hey, I've got an idea to take your mind off things. How about I take you to my classic stakeout spot? I can give you some tried and true detective tips. Might come in handy. And it's one of my favorite rooftops looking over the city. It'll be a great break from all this happening. So, you in? Join Damien on his stakeout rooftop. Say goodnight. Join Damien. Let's check it out. You're rarely disappointing. You know that, John? Let's go. After a short subway ride to Manhattan, you get up to the rooftop on the apartment complex with Damien. You let out a low whistle. Nice. The doorman just lets you come up here whenever you want. I helped him find his missing Boston Terrier, so we called it even. This building's pretty central, so many new rises are in development, so this became one of my prime stakeout spots. It's like 3 things are good for business: heartbreak, infidelity, and high-rise development. That's kind of bleak. Doesn't stop it from being true. Damien points across the roof. Me and this place go a long way back. For instance, that's where I got thrown into a wall. Most unceremoniously. What's the story behind that? I was doing some cheating recon, and let's just say I got caught. I still got the scars to prove it. Seems like you've seen a lot happen up here. Dealing with drunken, angry spouses is just one of the hazards of the job. But sometimes I get unexpected clients. Damien points to a nearby building. A foreign royal stayed in that hotel over there. He was sneaking out on dates with a commoner, and someone he knew suspected it, and I was asked to keep an eye on him. So you essentially just watch hookups through windows all day? Hehehe, I avert my eyes. I prefer to say I'm entrusted with confidential international intelligence. Those 2 weren't allowed to be together, but they cared about each other. Forbidden affair? That sounds... sexy. Reckless. I mean, was he already with someone is the question. Oh, excuse me. Was he with someone? It doesn't sound like he was. So it's not really an affair. I mean, I get it. Some cultures, it technically is considered as bad as an affair, but... I'm gonna go with reckless, kinda. Sounds like they could get into a lot of trouble with his family. They could. And they did. Passion is great and all, but they got careless. Did you report them? Get in the middle of a royal family feud? I did my job. I doubt it prevented them from being with each other again. I saw the way they looked at each other, but they could have been more secretive if you ask me. Come on, I want to show you something. You and Damien walk a couple blocks over to Times Square. What are you gonna do next? Take selfies with costume characters? Pay attention, apprentice. Let's test your profiling skills. Look over there. Damien nods over at an older woman and a young man having a heated conversation. It's not possible. You can't get rid of me that easily. They stand close together, talk in hushed, frustrated tones. The man waves his arms around wildly while the woman gestures at her hand. What do you think their relationship is, John? I think these two are friends with a quarrel, star-crossed lovers, having a family squabble. I mean, I don't think friends would have a quarrel like that. Having a family squabble? Nah, I'm gonna go with star-crossed lovers. There's something keeping them apart, or one of them feels like it's wrong. Good instincts. Woman gently places a hand on the man's cheek. Oh, Emmett. I wish things could be different. They kiss feverishly in a world of their own as people rush around them. See the way they keep narrowing the distance between their hands and finding excuses to be close, and how she keeps fidgeting with her wedding ring. Ah. Damien lightly touches your elbow, drawing your attention to the cab that pulls up next to them. 62nd third, please. A pretty sign. So a wealthy married woman and a younger man find themselves in a conundrum. I wonder how they met. The man cries out and slams his hands angrily on the car window, but the driver speeds away. You tear your gaze from the heartbroken man and follow Damien back to the rooftop. Oh, just one? So we'd profile more than just one. All this reminds me of a client I once had. He thought his wife was cheating. He did something rash, blew my cover, and messed up the investigation. Things could have turned out okay if he hadn't let his emotions get the better of him. So, what are you trying to tell me? I guess what I'm trying to say is that I've seen love at every stage, in all of its ugly glory and its hopeful, wide-eyed naivete. Infatuation, passion, jealousy, love. Damien sighs. We'll figure out what's going on with Hayden, John. I promise, but through all the ups and downs, there has to be one constant. We can't let emotions get the better of us. We have to play it smart. You're right, we shouldn't panic. Better to be logical about this, because I am a Vulcan. Exactly. Well, what happened to the couple? The one with the angry partner? They ended up together, despite it all. They forgave each other, cleared up misunderstandings. I came up here for a job once and saw them sitting on the bench, arms crossed, or arms around each other, even though it was 20 degrees out. Decided not to disturb them. Damien Nazero, you are a softie after all. You tarnish my reputation, and I might just dig up some dirt on you. I have 4 years of first-hand evidence, after all. Anyway, we won't give up our investigation, but there's no use in despairing either. I got your back, John. Thank him? Hug him. Punch him in the shoulder. Or on the shoulder. Thank Damien. That means a lot. Thanks for taking me up here. No problem. I'm your friend. I'm always here for you. You know, I think I might just steal a stakeout spot from you, now that I'm a bona fide detective and all. You wouldn't dare. Fine, maybe we can share it. We just need matching trench coats. We'll discuss detective style choices in our next lesson. Together, you look out over the glimmering city, its residents visible inside every glass window, going about their own separate lives. The next evening, your phone rings after you get home from work. Hello? Hey, it's me. Let's meet outside of Hayden and Sloane's apartment. Why? What's going on? I called Sloane and asked if she'd be able to check in on Hayden recently. She told me that Hayden's still not allowed visitors. Still? I can't believe that. What does that have to do with going to their apartment, though? There was something off on Sloane's voice. She seemed weirdly insistent that I don't visit Hayden. I just got this gut feeling that she might be hiding something. We should pay her a visit and see what we can find out. See you there in 15. Oh, you just assume I'm going. Sloane unlocks the door and sees you and Damien. John, Damien, this is a surprise, but not a bad one. What are you two doing here? Hi, Sloane. Damien and I need you to tell us what's going on with Hayden now. Want to see if you're doing okay. Want to see if you're doing okay. Oh, that's nice of you, John. Well, I'm doing fine. Have a good day, bye. Oh my god, what? Slug begins to close the door when Damien puts his hand on it. Actually, we wanted to pack a bag of Hayden's things and bring them to the hospital. I'm sure after staying so long, she's missing some basic necessities. Oh, well, actually, yes, that's a good thinking. I'm sure she'd want her electric toothbrush. Please come in. Oh, of course. We don't know where Hayden's staying, but I'm sure a nurse can pass her things along. Ah, yes. The staff there is competent and fond of lavender-scented hand soap. I'm confident Hayden will receive the bag. Confident, huh? Dipper ambers over to you and rubs her head against your leg, whining sadly. Oh, I miss Hayden too, Dipper. Have you heard any news, Sloane? No, I haven't heard anything. But everything will work out. The doctors know what they're doing. You and Damien exchange a look. Besides, Hayden has you, John. I know she trusts you. A lot. But not in a weird way. She has a good reason, and it meant a lot that you went to the planetarium with me, John. Of course. Anyway, I'm running late for the weekly tutoring session. I'm helping some local teenagers with algebra. I love differential equations. I love them almost as much as I fear teenagers. Sloane points at a drawer. All the Hayden things are in there, the top left drawer. Maybe just drop the bag by the door before you go, and I'll deliver it once the hospital contacts me. Sloane waves her arm in a circle as a farewell. Time for your walk, Dipper. The door shuts behind them. Damien walks to the other side of the room. Let's take a look around. You want us to snoop around their apartment? I've been doing some digging. Found out she leaves around this time like clockwork. This is our chance to find clues. But, that's an invasion of privacy. And that's actually a good idea. I'll make a detective of you yet. Okay, so anything in particular we're looking for? Anything that doesn't line up with Sloane's story or Hayden's. Search around the bookcase while Damien opens some cabinets. After a few minutes, nothing so far. Maybe we shouldn't even be here. There's gotta be something. Let's keep at it. You open up the last drawer and dig through a pile of clothes where you find Sloane's Eros badge. Look at the ID. Field technician? Sloane is with Eros? I can't believe this. I knew it. Sure, she has a good reason for this. Huh. I'm gonna go with... I mean, I'm trying to recall my emotions and whatnot when I first started playing. Because it's kind of not much as a surprise anymore. I felt something was off with Sloan when and I still do kind of feel like something is off with Sloan, but um, I'm gonna go with she has a good reason. Maybe it's not what it looks like. Whatever it is, she hid this from us. So what do we do now? Simple. We need answers, and we just got the ultimate access to all of them. Damien holds up the ID card, and a mischievous smile spreads across his lit face. We're breaking in Eros. Tonight. Hmm. Alright, so I hope you all did enjoy the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description below. Links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support me and my content. And, yeah. Pretty much, I'm kind of glad we're starting to do Diamond Editions back up again. Pretty much, we've got a lot of content on our Twitch channel, by the way. We have over 15 videos of Fallout 76, basically over 100 hours streamed. We've got the brand new Spider-Man Turf Wars DLC that just came out, as well as when Spider-Man, the final DLC comes out, which is in about a week to 2 weeks at the very latest. I think it's December 20th. Pretty much I will be covering that. And then we'll also be covering Kingdom Hearts 1 through 2 in preparation for Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out in this January on PlayStation. I will be covering that soon, the minute it comes out. As well as a lot of other content. So please feel free to head over to my Twitch channel if you want, and please hit that follow button so you can be notified when I do content. Without further ado, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.